Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we explore the amazing world of wheat penny and 50 state quarter dollar rare and valuable coins hiding right in your pocket change. If you're a coin lover, a history fan, or just curious about how a small piece of metal can be worth thousands of dollars, then you're in the perfect place. First up, the 1957 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is one of the final issues of the beloved Wheat Cent series, and it remains a popular collectible among coin enthusiasts. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at the time. Even though millions were produced, finding one today in good or original condition still gives collectors a glimpse into the last years of an era that began in 1909. Your coin, in dirty condition with a few small scratches, carries a story that stretches across more than 6 decades of American history. The obverse side features the familiar and iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image had already become a symbol of unity, freedom, and leadership by the time this coin was made. Around his portrait, the inscriptions, "In God We Trust Liberty," and the date 1957 are clearly visible, showing the traditional design that had been used for nearly 50 years. The absence of a mint mark under the date identifies it as a product of the Philadelphia Mint. Turning to the reverse, you can see the classic wheat ears design, which gives this penny its nickname, the Wheat Cent. 2 stalks of wheat curve gracefully along the sides. Surrounding the bold lettering 1 cent and United States of America above them is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This design symbolizes American strength, agricultural prosperity, and unity. The wheat reverse was finally replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial design, making 1957 one of the last years these coins were ever produced. In 1957, the Philadelphia Mint struck an impressive 282 million wheat pennies. While this makes the coin relatively common, examples that have survived in better condition, especially with sharp details and original luster, are highly desirable to collectors. Your coin, although dirty and showing a few scratches, still reflects the durability of copper coins from this period. The dirt and surface marks tell part of its long history in circulation, likely passing through thousands of hands before being set aside as a keepsake. In today's coin market, a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated condition is typically worth around 5 to 10 cents. Coins in fine to very fine condition can sell for about 15 to 25 cents, while those in extra fine or about uncirculated grades might bring 50 cents to $1. Uncirculated red examples, especially those with bright copper color and no marks, can reach $2 to $4. Professionally graded pieces in mint state red condition can go even higher, sometimes up to $10 or $15, depending on the strength of the strike and overall appearance. Rare varieties, such as coins with die cracks or doubling errors, can be worth much more, in some cases even hundreds of dollars if authenticated. The 1957 penny represents the final chapter of the original wheat design, a style that had served the United States since the early 20th century. By the time it was minted, America was changing rapidly. Cars were more common, televisions were entering nearly every home, and the country was on the brink of a new space age. Yet through all this progress, the humble penny remained a familiar piece of everyday life. In the 1950s, 1 cent still had real buying power. It could purchase a small piece of candy, start a savings jar, or go toward a soda from a vending machine. Every penny in circulation played a role in the simple daily transactions that defined that post-war generation. Collectors today appreciate the 1957 Lincoln penny not only for its design but also for its place in history. It serves as a bridge between the early 20th century's classic coinage and the modern era that began with the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. For many beginners, Finding a 1957 penny in a box of old coins is often their first connection to numismatics, a spark that begins a lifelong hobby. Even though your coin shows signs of age, dirt, and a few scratches, it still holds value beyond its face amount. It's a reminder of how coins were made to last, crafted from solid bronze, with a rich reddish-brown color that deepens with time. The natural wear and patina that have developed over the years give it an authentic vintage appearance that collectors often prefer over artificially cleaned coins. It's best to keep the coin as it is rather than trying to clean it, since cleaning can easily reduce both its appeal and market value. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark may not be a rare treasure, but it is an important historical piece that marks the end of an era. Every time you hold one, you hold a piece of American heritage, a coin that circulated during a time of optimism, growth, and transformation. Its design honors one of the nation's greatest leaders, and its continued presence in collections. Today shows just how deeply Lincoln's image and ideals remain a part of American life. So while your 1957 penny in dirty condition might only be worth a small amount in dollars, around 10 to 25 cents, its real value comes from the history it carries and the story it tells. For collectors and historians alike, it's more than just a coin. It's a symbol of endurance, craftsmanship, and the timeless legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Coins released in the U.S. Mint's famous 50 State Quarters program, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter. This particular coin has the D Mint mark, showing that it was struck at the Denver Mint. The coin we're looking at is in uncirculated condition, though it does have a few light scratches. Even with those minor marks, it's still a great collector's piece that carries both history and value. The Georgia Quarter was officially released on July 19, 1999. It celebrates the year 1788, when Georgia became the fourth state to join the United States. The reverse design of the coin is rich with symbolism. It features a large peach in the center representing Georgia's nickname, the Peach State. Behind the peach is an outline of the state, framed by branches of live oak, which is Georgia's official state tree. Below it, you can see a banner with the state motto, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation. The design beautifully captures Georgia's natural beauty and historical pride. On the obverse side of the coin is the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Just to the right of Washington's ponytail, you'll notice the small D Mint mark for Denver. The coin is made from the standard copper-nickel-clad composition, weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge like all modern quarters. Even though your coin is uncirculated, a few small scratches can appear from handling or long-term storage. These minor marks don't remove all its value, especially since the coin still holds its original mint luster, that bright, silvery shine that collectors love. Now let's talk about its value in today's market. The 1999 D Georgia Quarter had a massive mintage. Over 488 million coins were produced, so it's common in circulation. Most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins in bright, clean condition are worth more to collectors. A typical uncirculated 1999 D Georgia Quarter with a few light scratches can sell for around $1 to $3. Higher-grade examples, such as MS-66 or MS-67, certified by PCGS or NGC, can bring anywhere from $20 to $50, depending on market demand and the coin's overall eye appeal. But here's where it gets interesting. There are also rare error varieties. Some Georgia quarters have been found with double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. These kinds of minting mistakes are extremely collectible. Depending on how dramatic the error is, values can range from $100 up to several $100s, and in a few cases, even more. Always check for odd color tones, raised doubling in the letters, or unusual thickness on the edge. Those could indicate something special. Even with light scratches, your uncirculated 1999 D Georgia quarter is still a nice addition to any 50-state quarters collection. It represents the first year of the series, which makes it a little more special for collectors who love completing full sets. So before you spend that shiny Georgia quarter, take another close look. Check for any unusual marks or minting errors. Next up, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark is a classic coin from the early 1950s, a period when the United States was thriving in the post-war era, and the Lincoln cent continued to symbolize the nation's stability and progress. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark. Your coin, in fine condition with a brown color shade and some light scratches, carries both historical and collectible value, representing an important piece of American coinage history. In 1951, the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 284 million Lincoln wheat pennies. This large mintage means that the 1951 Paidurzer, 1951 penny, is not considered rare, but finding one in well-preserved condition with attractive natural coloring is still exciting for collectors. The brown shade your coin has developed over time is a natural result of oxidation, a sign that the coin has aged gracefully. Collectors often appreciate this natural patina, as it shows authenticity and history. When it comes to value in today's market, a 1951 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition typically sells for around 5 to 10 cents. Coins in very fine condition might be worth 15 to 25 cents, while those in extra fine or about uncirculated grades can bring 50 cents to $1. Uncirculated examples with original red luster are far more valuable, often selling for $2 or to $4, and certified mint state red coins can reach $10 or more, depending on their grade and eye appeal. Although your coin's fine condition and scratches place it in the lower value range, it still holds collectible interest as a mid-century Lincoln wheat penny. The early 1950s were a remarkable time in American history. The nation was recovering from World War II and moving into an era of optimism, growth, and innovation. Coins like your 1951 wheat penny circulated widely in everyday commerce, used to buy candy, newspapers, and soda. Small tokens of daily life that now seem simple, but were meaningful in their time. The penny was still a symbol of thrift and value, often saved in jars or passed down to children, starting their first coin collections. Collectors admire the 1951 wheat penny for its craftsmanship and its place within the long-running Lincoln cent series. It represents one of the final years of the original wheat design before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. Many hobbyists enjoy adding 1951 pennies to their collections because they are affordable, attractive, and easy to find in a range of conditions. Even circulated examples like yours can serve as an excellent piece for display or educational purposes, showing how coins naturally age over time. Your coin's brown shade and fine wear pattern tell part of its story. The brown tone, often referred to as chocolate brown, is a natural color that older copper coins develop as they react with air and moisture over decades. The light scratches and marks on your coin reflect its long journey through circulation, a journey that likely spanned many years and countless hands before being saved as a collectible. This authentic appearance adds character and gives your coin a genuine vintage charm that newly minted coins simply don't have. While its monetary value may be modest, the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny holds deep historical and sentimental worth. It's a reminder of simpler times when even a single cent had meaning and utility in daily life. Each of these coins represents the American spirit of hard work, perseverance, and unity, ideals that President Lincoln himself stood for. If you hold this coin in your hand today, you are holding more than just a small piece of metal. You are holding a piece of mid-20th century America, a symbol of a nation moving forward with hope and confidence. The wheat penny design, with its humble beauty and strong symbolism, remains one of the most recognizable and beloved coin designs ever produced by the U.S. Mint. Next up today, we're going to take a close look at the 2001 New York State Quarter, one of the most popular designs from the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters series. The coin we're talking about today carries the D Mint mark, showing that it was struck at the Denver Mint. It's in uncirculated condition, though it has a few light scratches from handling or storage. Even with those marks, it remains a beautiful and collectible piece that many coin enthusiasts love to keep. The New York Quarter was officially released on January 2, 2001, and it celebrates the year 1788, when New York became the 11th state to join the Union. The reverse design is one of the most recognizable in the series. It features the Statue of Liberty in front of an outline of New York State, with 11 stars surrounding it to symbolize New York's position as the 11th state. There's also a line tracing the route of the Hudson River and the Erie Canal, both of which played major roles in the state's history and economy. At the bottom, you'll find the state motto, Gateway to Freedom. It's a truly powerful design that reflects New York's spirit and its importance in American history. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan and slightly updated for the State Quarters series. Just beside Washington's ponytail is the small letter D, indicating it was minted in Denver. The coin is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition over a solid copper core, weighs about 5.67 grams, measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge, just like all modern U.S. quarters. Now, let's talk about its value. The 2001 D New York Quarter had a very large mintage. Over 619 million coins were produced, which makes it a common coin in circulation. Circulated examples are usually worth just their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins like yours are worth more, especially if they still have full mint luster and sharp details. An uncirculated 2001 D New York Quarter, with some light scratches, typically sells for around $100 to $300 in today's collector market. If your coin is in higher mint state condition, say MS-66 or MS-67, certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, its value can jump to $200 to $500 and in some rare cases, even higher. Coins with absolutely perfect surfaces and strong strikes are always in demand among serious collectors. There are also some error varieties that can make this coin worth much more. A few New York quarters have been found with off-center strikes, double dies, and missing clad layers. These error coins are quite rare and can sell for $100 to several $100s depending on the size and clarity of the mistake. Always check your coin closely. Look for doubling on the lettering, unusual thickness on the edge, or a golden or copper tint that might signal an error. Even with minor scratches, your uncirculated 2001 D New York Quarter is a great coin to keep. It represents one of the most iconic states in the entire 50 State Quarters program, and the Statue of Liberty design makes it a favorite for both casual collectors and serious numismatists. So before you spend that New York Quarter, take another look. You might be holding a small but special piece of American history, and maybe even a valuable one. Next up, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with a D Mint mark is one of the final issues from the long-running Wheat Cent series that began in 1909. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin represents the craftsmanship and consistency of American coinage in the mid-20th century. Your coin, in extra fine condition with a few light scratches, has retained much of its original design detail and continues to hold both historical and collectible value in today's market. The 1956 D Wheat Penny had a very large mintage. Over 1.1 billion coins were struck in Denver that year. Because of this, It's not a rare coin, but well-preserved examples are always appreciated by collectors. Many of these coins circulated heavily, especially since pennies in the 1950s were used constantly in everyday transactions. To find one in extra fine condition like yours means it has been handled gently and has retained much of its original definition and appeal. In today's market, the value of a 1956D Lincoln wheat penny depends on its condition and color. In extra fine condition, your coin typically sells for around 15 to 30 cents. Coins in about uncirculated condition can bring 50 cents to $1, while fully uncirculated red examples, those with bright original copper shine, can sell for $2 to $5. Professionally graded mint state red coins can reach $10 or more, and pristine examples with exceptional luster sometimes sell for $20 to $30 in auctions. Even though your coin has some minor scratches, its extra fine condition still makes it a collectible piece from the final years of the wheat cent design. The year 1956 sits near the end of an era. Just a few years later, in 1959, the U.S. Mint replaced the wheat reverse with the Lincoln Memorial design to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That change marked the beginning of the modern penny, making the 1956D one of the last true wheat pennies to ever circulate widely. These coins serve as a bridge between two important periods in American coinage history. The 1950s were a time of optimism and growth in the United States. The economy was booming, new technologies were transforming daily life, and coins like this penny were used in nearly every small transaction, from buying a soda to saving up for a movie ticket. The penny still had genuine purchasing power, and children often filled small coin books or jars with Lincoln cents just like this one, hoping to complete a set. Collectors today appreciate the 1956D penny not only for its beauty and classic design, but also for its historical significance. The Denver Mint was known for producing high-quality coins during this period, and many of the 1956D wheat pennies exhibit strong strikes and good detail. The extra fine condition of your coin allows most of Lincoln's features and the wheat lines on the reverse to remain visible, which adds to its overall charm. The reddish-brown tone often seen on 1956D pennies, including yours, is a natural sign of aging copper. Over time, exposure to air gives the coin a warmer, deeper color that collectors often describe as chocolate brown. It's best to leave your coin in its natural state, as cleaning it can remove its original surface and reduce its collectible value. The light scratches on your coin are minor and common for coins that have seen limited circulation. They don't significantly affect its value, but do add to its sense of authenticity and age. Although the 1956D Lincoln penny isn't considered a rare or high-value coin, it holds an enduring charm for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. It represents the final years of the original wheat cent design and the continued legacy of Abraham Lincoln on American currency. Each coin tells a small story of the past, of everyday people, small transactions, and a nation growing into modern prosperity. So while your 1956 Turi Abraham Lincoln wheat penny in extra fine condition with light scratches may be worth around 20 to 30 cents in today's market, its real worth lies in its history and meaning. It stands as a reminder of craftsmanship, heritage, and the enduring symbol of Lincoln's leadership. For collectors, it's not just about the price. It's about preserving a tangible piece of American history that continues to inspire over half a century later. Next up, in today's video, we'll take a close look at one of the most interesting coins from the U.S. 50 State Quarters series, the 2002 Ohio State Quarter. Celebrating Ohio's entry into the Union in 1803, the coin we're featuring today carries the D Mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Denver Mint. It's in uncirculated condition, showing its original luster, though it does have a few light scratches that come from handling or storage over time. Still, It's a very attractive collectible coin with strong historical value and potential market interest. The 2002 Ohio quarter was officially released on March 11, 2002, and it stands out for its unique and symbolic design. On the reverse side, the coin features an outline of the state of Ohio with the Wright Flyer, the airplane flown by the Wright brothers, who were born in Dayton, Ohio. Just below that, you'll notice an astronaut representing Ohio's incredible contributions to space exploration. Ohio has produced more astronauts than any other U.S. state, including famous names like Neil Armstrong and John Glenn. The design also includes the phrase, "Birthplace of Aviation Pioneers." Along with the year 1803, the year Ohio officially joined the Union. It's a proud and patriotic design that captures Ohio's impact on science, aviation, and American history. On the obverse, the coin features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Just beside Washington's neck, you'll find the D mint mark, indicating that this coin was minted in Denver. Like other state quarters, the Ohio coin is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, weighs about 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Now, let's talk about the coin's value in today's auction market. The 2002 D Ohio quarter had a large mintage. More than 414 million coins were produced. That means circulated examples are very common and usually worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, especially with full original mint shine and crisp details, the coin can be worth more to collectors. In today's market, an uncirculated 2002 D Ohio quarter with minor scratches typically sells for around $1 to $3. Coins graded in higher mint state conditions, such as MS-65 or MS-66, can bring in $10 to $25, while top-grade certified examples in MS-67 or higher have sold for $50 to $150 at auction. There are also some interesting error varieties for the Ohio state quarter that can increase its value significantly. These include off-center strikes, double-die errors, and missing clad layer coins. Depending on how dramatic the error is, these special coins can sell anywhere from $100 to over $500 among collectors. It's always worth inspecting your coin closely under good light or using a magnifier to check for such rare mint mistakes. Even with a few light scratches, your uncirculated 2002 D Ohio State quarter remains a wonderful collectible coin. It represents a proud piece of American and Ohio history, celebrating the innovation and courage of the state's aviation pioneers and astronauts. So, before you spend or trade that 2002 Ohio quarter, take another look. You might be holding a tiny piece of U.S. history. Next up, the 1949 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark is a fascinating coin from the post-World War II era, carrying both historical and collectible significance. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, this coin is part of a long tradition of quality craftsmanship that defined U.S. coinage in the mid-20th century. Your coin, in good condition with a few small scratches, tells a story of age and circulation while still preserving the beauty of one of America's most enduring coin designs. Turning the coin over, the reverse side features the famous wheat ears design, which gives this series its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. Two curved wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above them appears the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The design symbolizes the nation's agricultural roots and the spirit of unity that carried the United States through some of its most challenging times. Even with moderate wear, the reverse design remains beautiful and meaningful, a reminder of the strength and prosperity of the post-war generation. In 1949, the San Francisco Mint produced just over 64 million Lincoln wheat pennies, a smaller mintage compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints that year. Because of this, the 1949 S penny is somewhat scarcer, especially in higher grades. Many of these coins saw years of use in circulation, and examples in uncirculated condition are much harder to find today. Your coin, though in good circulated condition, still holds a small but meaningful collectible value due to its mint mark and historical background. When it comes to value in today's market, a 1949 S Lincoln wheat penny in good condition is typically worth around 5 to 10 cents. Coins in very fine condition can sell for 20 to 30 cents, while those in extra fine grades may reach 50 cents to $1. Uncirculated brown examples often sell for $2 to $3, and fully red uncirculated coins can bring $5 to $10 or more, depending on the quality of the strike and overall appearance. Specially graded mint state red specimens, certified by PCGS or NGC, can sometimes sell for $20 to $30, making them desirable among serious collectors. The late 1940s were a period of optimism and rebuilding in America. The country was emerging from the aftermath of World War II. The economy was booming, and coins like your 1949 S penny were in daily use across the nation. A single penny had genuine purchasing power, often used for buying candy, newspapers, or small household items. Many of these coins were carried in pockets and purses, traded across counters, and saved in jars by families who understood the value of every cent. The 1949 S penny represents a time of strength, recovery, and pride in American craftsmanship. The San Francisco Mint was known for producing coins of high quality, with sharp details and smooth surfaces. Although your coin shows wear and scratches from years of use, its design remains distinct and historically meaningful. The fact that it has survived for more than 70 years in good condition is impressive in itself. Collectors appreciate the 1949 S Lincoln wheat penny for its charm and its place within the long-running Lincoln cent series. It's not a rare coin, but it's a necessary piece for anyone completing a full wheat cent collection. The S mint mark gives it added appeal, especially since San Francisco minted coins were typically struck in smaller numbers compared to those from Philadelphia or Denver. The color of your coin, a warm, aged copper tone, adds character to its appearance. Over time, copper naturally develops a brown patina that collectors call chocolate brown. This aging process gives each coin a unique look, and it's a sign that the coin has never been cleaned or polished. Cleaning can easily remove this original surface and reduce the value, so it's always best to leave the coin in its natural state. The light scratches on your coin are part of its history and help tell the story of its long journey through circulation. Although the 1949 S Lincoln wheat penny may not command high prices in today's coin market, its value lies in its history and symbolism. It represents a nation that had overcome adversity and was looking toward the future with confidence. Every coin from this period carries a small piece of that spirit. Holding one today connects you to the generations who once used it in their daily lives. People who worked, saved, and built the foundation of modern America. So, while your 1949 S wheat penny in good condition may be worth around 10 to 20 cents, its real worth is in its story. It's a lasting reminder of the era it came from, a humble but beautiful piece of American heritage that continues to inspire collectors and historians alike. Next up, the 1999 New Jersey Quarter, celebrating the year 1787, when New Jersey became the third state to join the Union. The coin we're featuring has a P mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it's in fine condition with some visible scratches. Even though it's not in mint state, this coin still holds great collectible and historical value that makes it worth discussing. The New Jersey Quarter was released on May 17, 1999, and it was the third coin issued in the 50-state quarters program. Its design is one of the most symbolic and historically rich in the entire series. On the reverse side, It features the famous scene of General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the American Revolutionary War. On the night of December 25, 1776, this bold move led to a surprise attack against Hessian forces in Trenton, New Jersey, and became one of the turning points in the fight for independence. The design is based on the iconic painting by Emanuel Leutze, and the coin includes the inscriptions Crossroads of the Revolution, New Jersey, 1787, and 1999. The obverse side of the coin features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Right beside Washington's ponytail, you can see the small P mint mark, showing that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The coin is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, weighs 5.67 grams, and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters with a reeded edge. Now, let's move on to what collectors always want to know: the coin's value in today's auction market. Because the 1999 New Jersey quarter was part of the early years of the state quarters program, it was produced in large numbers. Over 363 million coins were minted at the Philadelphia Mint alone. That makes circulated examples, like one in fine condition, fairly common. In fine condition with some scratches, your 1999 P New Jersey quarter is generally worth 25 cents to about 50 cents. However, if you have a sharper example with more detail, or one that still shows partial mint luster, its value can rise to $1 or $2 among collectors. In uncirculated or mint state condition, these coins can be worth $5 to $15, depending on the quality of the strike and luster. Certified high-grade examples, especially those graded MS-67 or higher by NGC or PCGS, can reach $100 or more in auctions, particularly if they show strong details and clean surfaces. There are also some error varieties known for the 1999 New Jersey quarter that can bring much higher values. Look for off-center strikes, double-die errors, or missing clad layer coins. These error versions can sell anywhere between $50 and several $100s, depending on the rarity and visual impact of the mistake. Even though your coin has a few scratches and is in fine condition, it still tells a powerful story. The story of bravery and determination that shaped the nation. Every coin from the State Quarters series celebrates a piece of American history, and the New Jersey design is one of the most patriotic of them all. Next up, the 1952 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is a remarkable piece of American history, struck more than 70 years ago at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at that time. This coin, though now in damaged condition with some scratches and visible wear, still carries a strong historical and sentimental value among collectors and enthusiasts of vintage U.S. coins. Every mark, every imperfection tells a story of its long journey through decades of use and circulation across the country. Flipping the coin to the reverse side, we see the classic wheat ears design, also created by Brenner. The reverse features two gracefully curved stalks of wheat surrounding the bold inscription 1 cent, with United States of America just below. At the top is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This design, simple yet symbolic, represents both prosperity and unity, qualities that define the American spirit during the early and mid-20th century. Even though the coin shows heavy wear and scratches, the wheat design remains faintly visible, offering a glimpse into the coin's former beauty. In 1952, the Philadelphia Mint produced an impressive 186 million Lincoln wheat pennies, making it one of the more common dates of the series. These coins circulated widely across the country during a period of post-war recovery and economic growth. For many Americans in the early 1950s, a single penny could still buy a piece of candy, a newspaper, or help make exact change in a small shop. Millions of these coins passed through the hands of ordinary people, making the 1952 penny a true witness to the everyday life of the era. When evaluating the value of a 1952 Lincoln wheat penny in today's market, much depends on its condition. Since your coin is in damaged condition with scratches and wear, its value is modest. Typically, such a coin would be worth around 2 to 5 cents, mainly for its collectible interest or copper content. Coins in better shape, such as fine or very fine condition, can range from 10 to 20 cents, while those in extra fine condition often sell for 30 to 50 cents. Uncirculated examples with full red luster can fetch $1 to $3 or more, especially when graded by a professional coin service. The highest quality mint state red coins can reach prices around $10 to $15, depending on their brilliance and strike quality. Even though a damaged 1952 penny might not hold much monetary value, its historical worth is far greater. This coin connects us to the heart of the American 1950s, a decade marked by optimism, progress, and rebuilding after World War II. The Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, captures half a century of American growth, from the industrial age to the dawn of modern technology. Each coin from this era, no matter how worn or damaged, represents a piece of that story. The 1952 Wheat Penny was among the last years of the wheat reverse design before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. That change marked the end of a beloved chapter in American coinage. Today, collectors treasure wheat pennies not only for their copper composition, but also for their connection to history, craftsmanship, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Your 1952 penny, despite its condition, still has character. The worn edges, the faded details, and the small scratches speak of countless exchanges. Perhaps at corner stores, gas stations, or diners of the 1950s. It may have traveled through many hands before being tucked away, forgotten for years, and finally rediscovered. Holding it now, you hold a tangible link to another time, when pennies were still a vital part of everyday transactions. Collectors often say that every coin has a story, and this 1952 wheat penny is no exception. While it might only be worth a few cents in the current market, its journey through history is priceless. For those who appreciate vintage coins, even damaged pieces like this are worth keeping as historical mementos. Small treasures that remind us how far the nation and its currency have come. So, while your 1952 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark in damaged condition has a market value of about 2 to 5 cents, its real value lies in the history it represents. The story of post-war America, the enduring symbol of Lincoln, and the beauty of classic U.S. coin design. Thank you for watching and learning about this 1952 Lincoln wheat penny. If you enjoy exploring the history and value of classic American coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Every coin tells a story, and this one is a small but meaningful chapter in America's rich numismatic history. Next up, in today's video, we'll explore one of the later releases from the famous 50-state quarter series, the 2008 New Mexico quarter, celebrating the year 1912, when New Mexico officially became the 47th state of the United States. The coin we're featuring today carries the P Mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it's in uncirculated condition with some light scratches. Even with a few marks, this coin still shines beautifully and holds strong collector appeal. The New Mexico quarter was released on April 7, 2008, and its design captures both the history and culture of the state. On the reverse side, you'll see a detailed outline of the state of New Mexico, featuring the Zia sun symbol from the Zia Pueblo, an ancient emblem representing the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 stages of life, and the 4 sacred obligations. It's a symbol deeply tied to New Mexico's heritage and spirituality. Below the design, you'll find the inscription Land of Enchantment, which is the state's official nickname. The year 1912 is displayed to mark New Mexico's admission to the Union. along with the year 2008, representing when the coin was issued. On the obverse side, as always, we have the portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan and slightly modified for the State Quarters program. To the right of Washington's neck, you'll find the small P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. The coin is made from the standard copper-nickel-clad composition, weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.2 23 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the coin's value in today's auction market. The 2008 Pequi Chidinti Teeters New Mexico quarter had a very large mintage. More than 244 million coins were produced. Because of that, circulated examples are very common and usually worth their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins like yours are much more appealing to collectors, especially if they still have bright mint luster and sharp details. In uncirculated condition with minor scratches, your coin is typically worth around $1 to $3 on the collector's market. Higher-grade examples that are completely free from contact marks and have a strong strike can bring in $10 to $25, especially when graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. In top mint state grades, MS 67 or MS 68, some 2008 P new Mexico quarters have sold for $75 to over $150 at auction, particularly if they display brilliant luster and perfect surfaces. There are also a few known error varieties for this coin that can greatly increase its value. Watch out for off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or missing clad layers. These rare mint errors can sell anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on how noticeable and dramatic the mistake is. Even with a few scratches, your uncirculated 2008 P New Mexico quarter remains a collectible piece of U.S. history. It beautifully represents New Mexico's cultural heritage and the state's place in the American story. So before you spend that quarter, take another look. You might be holding a small treasure that's worth more than just 25 cents. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe your next coin find will be the one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars.